Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. It is August 13th, it is another new week, and we've got another Ascendant challenge to cover for you guys. This week we are going to be headed to the Garden of Ascilla down here in the Strand and headed in the Forfeit Shrine. It's the one with all the infinite supers at the end, so my only piece of advice, take a super that's kind of ranged and powerful, so Throwing Hammers, Golden Gun, Blade Barrage, Chaos Reach, those type are pretty beneficial. So let's drive over and go. If you guys want to jump ahead to when the actual Ascendant challenge starts, you guys can use the timestamps on screen or below in the description as well. Also today, Luke Smith Part 1 of his Director's Cut is coming out. We've got the Armor stream tomorrow, so lots of stuff to cover. Last Word is going to be a really good one. And then also, big thing about Last Word this week, we've got a guest coming on Friday. We're going to have Paul Tassi of Forbes. Awesome writer, great guy. Got a chance to meet him at Guardian Con, and he is kind enough to spend a couple minutes or two with us talking about Destiny 2 on the Last Word. So really looking forward to Friday. If you haven't caught a Last Word live before, we will be live at about 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central is kind of what we're shooting for. So tune in live if you can. Tassi will be with us. Mr. Tassi of Forbes, awesome guy, great articles, and usually pretty spot on with his writing. So I'm really looking forward to having him on. So as you come up in here, you kind of have a couple options. You're not really required to kill all this stuff. But if you do, and you want to go for time trials for whatever reason, it's just quicker if you don't have to run through all this stuff. I did finish my Majestic set on this character, so it's not quite so bad. But yeah, 2 more characters, that is going to be an interesting grind. Alright, so once you get literally to right about here, you don't have to go too far. Jump up on this rock, and you can hear the portal in the background. Alright, so pop your Tincture of Queen's Foil. So when you go inside, I'm not going to be doing a time trial, but you guys will hopefully get the general idea. As soon as you come inside, look for your icons on screen, and all you're trying to do is get to the orbs that are on screen and trying to run those back to the center without getting smashed. Most of the enemies in here are going to be melee. There will be occasional phalanx, so watch out for those trying to ruin your fun. But if you go vertical first, usually kind of helps knock one of these out. And then as you come closer towards the center, you'll notice you get some phalanx to spawn. When they spawn, just try and go vertical over them and use the melee of the orb to actually get you to the center. As soon as it dunks, those will go away, and then you'll be off on the run again. This one seems to be a little bit lower. Only thing, as you do have the knights chasing you, and most enemies are going to be melee, try and avoid the blights. They will really slow you down a lot. Feel like I'm going to be making the same rotation a couple times here, but that's alright. Yeah, not a lot's actually going to fire at you. The occasional phalanx will be around. So use the melee of the orb to cover a little extra ground. Kind of helps you hopefully not get smacked around too badly. And landing 2. I could probably go the same way. It seems that's probably going to be the best. Also seems a way to show you guys where Toland is. He typically, when you go into a Ascendant challenge, he's usually the first time you enter in one specific location. So on this one, if you guys will notice, he's actually kind of over in that tree right there. That's usually where he is the first time. If you die, come back in, do it multiple times later. He does tend to move around a little bit, but the first time he actually seems pretty consistent. We'll be right back out here for the lore bones as well. These are not optimal orbs if you're going for a time run, by the way, so I've had better runs. When they come at you, you gotta go vertical. Really try and stay up over those guys. One smash from them can just wipe you out and ruin your day, so really try and use that melee dash as much as you can. And then when you get back to the center, once you've dunked all 3 orbs, you're going to have a well that will charge your super, just like as when you got your subclasses. So all you have to do is pass through it, get your super, and go to town. So this is when having a ranged super that does a lot of damage is beneficial. Sometimes it's a little hard to see the big knights. Throw any grenades that you can as well. But as soon as you pass through the middle, which is really odd, I did not actually get my... There we go. Again, get your super up, try and kill everything you can. As soon as you start going to town on some of the knights, they will disappear. So you just kind of have to wait for them to reappear. And then keep passing through the middle and going to work. It's honestly one of the more fun Ascendant challenges because it's one you should probably be able to do it by yourself. Just keep ranged and keep bouncing and moving. Throw grenades on the ground while you can. Pass through, get your super up. It's kind of chaos as you watching it, but overall it's actually kind of fun. And if you need to kill Abyssal Champions, this is actually a good one for that as well, because you actually have to kill them. It's the whole goal of being in here. Ooh, I got a lucky smash on that one. They will hurt a little bit, but as we're higher level now, they're not nearly as bad as they used to be. And when all of them die, you will have your chest. And if you're going for the time trial, just run on out. But I'm going to show you guys where the eggs and the lore bones are at, so we're going to cut ahead to where that is going on. So, joys of editing, here we go. Alright, Guardians, so if you're staring at the portal as a point of reference, I'm going to show you guys where the 2 eggs are at first. Literally do about a 90-degree about face to your right, and they're honestly some of the easiest eggs to find. So, first 2 broken pillars, this little circular kind of thing right here. Look down on the rock ledge, and it will definitely be down here. I've shot them before. I want to say it's like kind of down there, but it's a giant white glowing rock, so even though it's not on my screen, you definitely should be able to see it. The second one, if you want to clear out the blight, it's kind of optional, but, you know, it's nice to not have to worry about it. Once you get down here, you should be able to look down in this region, and egg number 2 should be on the left. So they're really close together, honestly. One down on the right back here. And then the second one, just literally one set of broken pillars up on the left. Now, if you have a few random thrall that come at you, just watch out for them. Because if you're in here working on stuff, you don't want to have to redo it. Stragglers. For the lore bones, we'll come back to the center. And then if you look at the portal, you don't want to go in it. So my advice is just to go around. And you're going to hang on the lower level. Same thing, passing by where Toland is. If you want another way to get there, that's the easy way to get there. Face that portal, check his location. It's right here in this tree. But we're going to go far past that, out where we picked up one of those orbs. And you'll notice you've got this one kind of floating island out here in the distance. Well, this is where we're headed to. So we'll jump to the little island. You're not going to make the complete circle. You're actually going to look down. And you're going to look for when the lightning flashes where it actually catches the ground. And you're going to see this little spot right down here. It's where the lore bones are at. I'm going to show you guys where the jump is, but coming back up is a bit tricky. So make sure you do this part last. You can make it up, for sure. I've done it. But it's just a little bit more of a required jump than needed. And your lore bones will be sitting right there. So the jump back up, really not too bad as long as I actually jump. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like below. Leave a comment if you got any questions as I struggle to ascend. Not wearing like lion rampants or anything, but you know. General ascension is usually not too bad. Well, that was probably one of my quicker ones, actually. And we're back at ground level. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like below. You guys can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, but right here on YouTube. If you did have any questions or thoughts or opinions about anything lately, drop a comment below. I do try and read pretty much all of them. I may not answer, but I do try and get to at least see all of them. And this guy really wants to ruin the end. Other than that, if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button and enjoy the content, please do so. It's a nice way to support the channel. You guys can check me out also on Patreon. I do have one of those as well, if you do feel like supporting me there. So thank you guys very much. Have an awesome one. I will see you soon, and enjoy your week. I've got some reading to do once I get done with this video. So here we go.